want to join, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I want to. I'll be like, what you teach? Because what you can't do is say you want to start a dance team and you've been taking these classes, and then once you know what you're talking about, you can do whatever. You can conquer the world. Okay, what's up, y'all? This is Lady here, or Coach Lady, whatever you prefer. But I'm just hitting y'all with another video because I got a comment that says, this comment was from Misha Simmons, and I'm gonna put it right here. She said, do you have to go to school to start a dance team? Short, sweet, and simple, no. Okay, simple as that. Now maybe you might be wondering, like, okay, well, if I don't have to go to school, how do I, maybe this question may stem from like feeling qualified to start a dance team or what have you. Maybe you can comment below, Misha, or whoever else may feel this way, about why you feel like you may need to go to school to start a dance team. But short, sweet, and simple, no you don't. Now if you're asking, well, let's say I'm the one that wants to start a team, but I also want to coach, like you want to teach dance. I'm not gonna say you have to go to school. Let's say you graduated high school and everything, and maybe you went to college, maybe you didn't. Let's say you went to college but you studied something else that's not dance related at all. You still can start a dance team and you still can be the coach. However, you are best doing your best being a coach if you've been taking classes and stuff. You don't have to necessarily go to school. You can really just go on websites and stuff and go on Facebook and everything and just start looking up dance classes. You can go on Instagram and type in hashtag hip hop dance class or hashtag ballet dance class and stuff like that, and you can just keep taking, you know, different people's classes and stuff. And when I say different people, I want to emphasize that because I don't want you to like learn from just one person and then just try to go off on your own. I'd rather you try to learn from different people, because even if you're like only studying hip hop or you're only studying majorette or something, and you just keep taking majorette from this one person, they can be bombing everything. Like the teacher can be bomb that's teaching you, but then you still only have like that perspective of how that one teacher teaches. So if you want to have, not if you want to have, you're going to need to have a teaching style. You're going to need to have a reason as to why you're teaching what you're teaching. You need to know, like, deep down, why am I doing this? That way you can carry on, like, bringing it to fruition, if that makes sense. Like, you don't want to start a team because, like, you just know you want to start one, and then you start one, and now you're like, okay, I got girls, now what? And even then, I'm gonna be shocked if you get girls, because if I was a dancer and somebody's telling me like, oh yeah, I have a dance team if you want to join, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I want to. I'll be like, what you teach? Or are you the coach? Are you the head? What's going on? Like, do we get to compete? Are we gonna be winning trophies? Or is this just for performances? Like, are we gonna get to dance for charities or what? And then I'll be like, how much does it cost? Like, where's the studio? Or where are we rehearsing? Are we rehearsing outside? I'm gonna have a whole bunch of questions before I'd be like, yes, I want to join your team. You know what I'm saying? Now, more than likely, this is another reason I say no, you don't gotta have you don't have to go to school for this, because I wouldn't be like, hey, did you go to school for this before? You know what I'm saying? Like, now I would question. I feel like that question would pop up, like, let's say you're nervous about people asking you about your credentials, and that's why you're asking if you have to go to school. Still, I think you should be loud and proud about it that you did not. However, I could see that question coming up if, like, you're not doing a good job. Let's just say that. Like, let's say you're teaching some things that are questionable. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be as simple as you're telling everybody this was a majorette dance team, and then they get there and they keep doing something else. It's okay to throw in different things that you didn't already propose to the dancer before they started the team. That's fine. But if you never communicated that y'all are going to be doing tap dance and you just got them doing tap dance all the time, like a little bit of majorette, but like you just keep throwing in tap dance, dancers gonna start leaving, and or they'll stay, but then they'll start questioning, like, did you even learn anything? Like, do you know how to teach? For one, do you know how to teach? And two, do you know how to teach majorette? Like, do you not? What's your education like? Why should I keep trusting you to teach me? You know what I'm saying? And even if you're teaching little kids, the parents gonna be looking at you like, okay, my baby supposed to be learning majorette, but you keep teaching them tap. You know what I'm saying? But even then, they might not, that's like a question that doesn't really pop up as often. Like, okay, maybe I'll join your team. Did you go to school? You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody ask that, for real. As far as I know. Now that's that on that, right? When it comes to, like I said, your education or whatever, I do encourage you to take classes, like I said, in classes under different dance instructors, under different coaches. And then I also encourage you, if you want to be the educator, you want to be the coach or the teacher, after you've taken your classes, the next step I would recommend is for you to start choreographing on your own. And then with you doing that, I want you to choreograph some dances on yourself, and then I want you to start choreographing some stuff on your friends or your whoever is around that you're comfortable dancing with and stuff like that. Or even like you can meet some strangers. Let's say this is a whole new thing, right? The dance scene is a whole new thing you want to dip your foot into. So you don't have no dance friends. You ain't went to no dance classes before, or nothing like that. So you're starting fresh, and I'm telling you, okay, go to dance classes. So now you've been going to dance classes for like heavy. You've been going to dance classes heavy for like 2 to 6 months, and that's still kind of short, but still. Let's just say you've been doing that. You've been going to classes back to back and stuff, and because you learn a lot if you really indulge in whatever you're doing. You could take one cooking class, and if you was really engaged in it, you're gonna learn a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you get your knowledge from. But still, even if somebody does a bad job in class or in school or whatever, like, you still learn what not to do. But you can learn a lot if you just focus. You know what I'm saying? If you like what you do, and you just indulge in what you're doing. But yeah, like I was saying, let's say you've been going for like 2 to 6 months or something. You've been taking classes, and you've been taking up different people's classes. Okay, so now you start choreographing. Okay, I'm choreographing dances on myself. I have like a handful of dances that I've been doing. You've been recording yourself on your phone. You've been reviewing the footage that you've been recording of yourself to try to see, okay, how do I look? Does this look good? Because if you can't get yourself to look good, I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible for you to make your dancers look good, the people you want to teach. However, I mean, like, how you going to explain this to them? You're a coach. You can't just be like, no, that's not it. The move is this. And you do the move, and you already look funky doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you need to be able to have some sort of capability to dance. And if not, then you need to be real good at communication. Like, you need to be you need to be able to put a picture in your dancer's mind. And what I mean by that is, let's say you're in a wheelchair. Because you could be a dance coach in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really possible. You just have to know how to communicate this. So ballet is like the easiest example I can give, because ballet has dance moves that are labeled. They have their own designated name to things. Now, there's other genres that have names to different stunts and different steps and stuff like that. But I know ballet is like real, what is it? Like organized or something like that. Like, there's a name for everything in ballet. So there's like names for if you're supposed to bring your hands here versus bring your hands here. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a name for this and there's a name for this. And so let's say you're in a wheelchair. If you don't feel like doing it, or you don't want to do it, and there's stuff for legs too, but I'm sitting in a car obviously, so I'll just do the arm thing. But let's say it's something for feet too. You can verbally communicate that to them and say, second position hands, third position hands. Okay, put your hands in fifth position. Put your do a turnout, you know what I'm saying, like passe, you know, plie a little bit more. There's ways you can communicate to them and they will know exactly what you're talking about, without you even having to show them. So that's why I'm saying, like, you can teach if you want to, but you would have to really like study these things, and then once you know what you're talking about, you can do whatever. You can conquer the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can really convince other people to take you serious and do what you say, regardless. It could be cooking, it could be you being a mama, it could be you being a teacher, it could be anything. You starting a business, it don't matter what it is. If you learn, you educate yourself, you can do whatever you want to do. And when I say educate yourself, I literally mean that. YouTube is your best friend. And then experience is your best friend. Like going out and trying different things, learning from different people, like I said, different classes. Sometimes colleges offer classes, all sorts of stuff. It's so many opportunities out here. But like I said in the very beginning, to answer your question, no, you do not need to go to school, okay? So that's me answering your question, I guess, from the perspective of if you wanted to teach. But let's say you was just asking because you just want to feel credible and you don't want nobody to, like, you know, not take you serious or something like that, or you think people gonna ask you that or whatever. Maybe even it's just for your peace of mind. You don't think nobody gonna ask you that. You don't feel like you have to prove that to anybody, but you just kind of deep down within yourself, you just kind of feel like, well, you know, from a confidence perspective, you know, should I go to school for this just to get everything right? Now, the more education, the better. You want to commit. You want to go to school, take some courses in college and stuff like that. You do that, boo boo. You do you. But no, like, I really don't think so. If you go out there into the world, you just start doing stuff. And by doing stuff, I mean, like, you're going to these classes, like I said, you're going to dance competitions. You don't have to be part of nobody's team or anything to be going to competitions and supporting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just look these things up. You just go on Google and be like, dance competitions near me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go on Instagram and you follow dance teams. You know what I'm saying? Support other dance teams. You could even reach out to these dance teams, DM them, and just be like, you know, you don't even have to tell them why. Like, you don't have to say, I'm looking to start my own dance team. I just wanted to, you know, go support your team and just kind of learn and everything. You don't have to tell them that. Don't tell them that, because some people be hating anyway. You ain't got to put your cards out on the table and be that honest. But you can just support them and watch what they got going on. And you could just be like, hey, I love, you know, I love the videos that you have up of your girls. Like, your girls are doing a bomb job, you know what I'm saying? I've been supporting them, you know, from afar or whatever. And if you guys ever go to competition, I would love to be there just to support. And some coaches will see that and go, oh snap, like, it'll seem, I say this term loosely, like a fan or whatever, but basically like a supporter. Like, you just come off as a supporter, a genuine supporter, and that you really do want to go see. Now, let's say you don't want to only just see that team, you want to just see teams in general, but that's a way for you to get an invite. If you just come up to not come up to people, but you know what I'm saying, like DM them and be like, yo, I like what your girls do, y'all busting on the gram, you know what I'm saying, let me come support y'all, or let me know when y'all are, you know, having a competition. I would love to show up. And they may or may not let you know. I know when I had my team, somebody inbox me and be on some, yo, I've been watching your girls, they are bomb. I'm gonna be skeptical, to be honest, because I just want to, you know, people crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean you want to come? But I'm gonna check you out. I'm gonna see what you about and stuff like that. And if it just seems like I've seen your Instagram page come on my notifications that says you just been liking my kids stuff and everything, and you following us at the moment, you maybe even reposted a couple of my videos or something like that of my girls and stuff, then I'm gonna think, oh yeah, no, they actually probably mean that. So I'm be like, oh yeah, we're gonna be competing at so and so, and here's the address if you want to show up, is this much to get in, and yeah, thank you so much for supporting. I'll just be on my way, you be on your way, and boom, now you got yourself an invite and some insight on a competition. And from that, when you go to a competition, odds are you're going to hear about more competitions, and you're going to come across other teams, and you're going to be looking around. You're going to get to see, I think you'll get to see, it depends on what competition you're at, but for the most part you should be able to see like how these things are put together, because it's a possibility that you may want to put together a competition for yourself. It could be because you want to put together a competition for a fundraising idea, because you know you don't want your parents to come out of pocket for new outfits and stuff, you know, for a competition coming up or whatever. Like you may want to come up with some things like this, or you want to come up with some money to donate or whatever. It could even be you putting together an event or a competition or something just to bring awareness to your team. And you could be like, okay, well, to get in, I mean, not even that. I was going to say something else, but not even what I was thinking. You could just you could make a flyer for your the competition you're putting together, or an event. It could be like a dance event, just like a picnic event, whatever, for dancers and stuff. And it could be like the proceeds can go towards some charity or whatever, and other teams can just come and you could sell snacks and stuff like that. It could be a swimming party, whatever. And it'll say your dance team name is hosting a blank, a competition or a picnic or a charity event or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that can spread awareness to your brand, and then from there, you never know what could happen. Low key, like when the more you put yourself out there with your team, whether you're competing or you're hosting events or fundraising or whatever, more girls come to you, like, because people can't support you if they don't know you exist. Like parents can't join your team, or dancers can't join your team if they don't know you exist. So the more you put yourself out there, the better. And I would like to also add onto that, with you, like, let's say you don't have your team yet, you still can be somewhat like recruiting, making a name for yourself as soon as you start taking steps towards this goal of yours to start the team. And by that I mean, like, you can start taking the dance classes, like I said, start studying and everything. And with you going to classes and stuff, word of mouth can already start the marketing process for you, you know what I'm saying? So start going to dance classes. You can start talking about it, even if these are like adult classes, which I assume that's where you're gonna go to, adult dance classes. You can still be talking about this. And people have siblings, you know, people have kids, people have friends that have kids, friends that have siblings, and all this other stuff. Some people, you never know, you can come across a teacher at a school, you can come across, you know, all sorts of stuff, owners of different this and that or whatever. So either way, everybody know a kid. Everybody knows a kid, you know what I'm saying? And whoever don't know a kid, they will see a kid. Everybody will see a kid. And if you wanted to be real proactive, besides just word of mouth, you could always be starting to gain followers on the Instagram. You could start a whole Instagram for your team before you even start really recruiting. But you could just start like an emailing list and stuff like that, or just followers. And then from there, you could always like inbox people that already started following you and stuff. But you could have info in the bio that says that the team is coming soon. And if you may know a dancer that wants to join, inbox your email or click this link right here, and the link will take them to like a little sign up sheet that you've created on some other website. Which, if you need more information on that, or if you'd like ideas on how to start getting followers and getting recruiting dancers prematurely before the auditions, let me know and I can make a video on that too. Because it's the same thing as like launching a product or something, if you wanted to launch lip gloss or whatever, you don't just wake up one day and go, I think I want to sell lip gloss, and then you find a vendor, you buy all the lip gloss, and then you just pop up on your timeline one day, hey everybody, I'm selling lip gloss, and then boom, you just gonna get people like flooding your what's the name. Now, I mean, if you already have a presence on social media, you already have a leg up, depending on what your following is, but you should have a leg up. But for the most part, most people are starting from the bottom, and ain't nothing wrong with that, because it's a lot of successful people that start from the bottom. If anything, that's a real big like motivational push to be starting from the bottom, because you're gonna be up depending on how much work you've done towards reaching your goal. And people, a lot of people will support you just because they saw you starting from the bottom. A lot of people will support your team and follow your team and donate to your team and all sorts of stuff just because that's where you're starting from. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel bad if, oh, I don't have, you know, education in dance, or I never went to school for dance and blah blah blah. Do not feel bad about that. You need to believe in yourself 1000%, and you need to work hard, because what they be saying, faith without work is dead. That is so true. That's like putting a seed into the ground, and then you just let it be what it is. Like you just put it in a little pot at your house, you just trying to plant something, and then you just like leave it. You don't water it, you don't talk to it, because some people believe like if you speak positive, you know, vibes, if you speak positive towards the plant, like it'll start growing even faster and healthier and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you don't tend to the garden, it won't grow. So this dance team, this thought that you have, this feeling of wanting to have a dance team, you do that. Do it. Like don't be scared. Like you don't attack goals like scared. Like you don't just take baby steps but real scared. You can take baby steps but with confidence though. You know what I'm saying? Like, because what you can't do is say you want to start a dance team and you've been taking these classes but you dancing in the back. You can't like do all this studying and all this other stuff and training and everything. Now you ready to start your dance team, and now you coming up to parents like, hey, I'm starting a dance team if you want to join or whatever. Like, what? I wouldn't join nobody's dance team like that. Hey, I'm starting a dance team, and this is what we're going to be studying. If you're interested in that, let me know, and blah, blah, blah. And hey, by the way, this is our Instagram. If you want to just go ahead and give us a follow, maybe think about it, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we're also doing a whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would listen to somebody. I mean, it doesn't even matter about what you're talking about. This goes for anything. If you're watching this and you're not trying to start a team, this goes for anything. If you have goals of being a YouTuber, or goals of being a makeup artist, goals of being a karate teacher, it don't really matter. Okay, like it's about the confidence, and then it's about the work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Like you putting in work behind what it is you want to do. People will not believe you until you believe you. Okay, that's just overall that on that. I just want y'all to understand, piggybacking off of the do I need to go to school? If you are feeling like you need to go to school for validation, do you don't really have to. I mean, it'll help a lot. Like you'll learn a lot if you pick, you know, the right place to go learn and all that other stuff, the place to study. But you don't have to. There is ways around everything in this world. Everything. Okay? It's just a matter of doing your research and being bold, taking risks, being willing to fail, but learn from your failures, learn from your losses, and that way they're not losses, they're lessons. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's pretty much it on this topic. I wasn't trying to make this too long, but I wanted to answer that question because you never know. You know, there's a lot of people that have questions just like you do. I mean, just like this question, and they may be too nervous to ask it. They maybe it didn't even cross their mind. Like, it could be a step that they overlooked or something, but may think like, let's say I want to start a dance team, but I never thought, should I go to school for it? And I'm sitting here prepping everything else for this dance team, but then I hear this question, or you come across this video, I'm gonna be like, oh, you know what? I don't want to start my dance team till next year anyways. I might as well go ahead and start. I can go to, I have the time to go ahead and take courses, so let me take courses. And then boom, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know I never know where these comments could help other. I'm sorry, like, this thing, I feel like I'm just blinding. Anyway, but you never know, these questions may help somebody else besides the person that I'm talking to, and hopefully it definitely helped the person that I'm talking to. But overall, mainly that's what I have to say on this topic. No, you don't have to take classes. I mean, you don't have to go to school for it. But I do recommend classes if you're the one that wants to teach. I mean, even if you're not the one that wants to teach dance, I still recommend you going to classes, because then you'll still get an idea of how other people teach and all this other stuff. You'll get an idea of what is taught. You get an idea of the differentiation between beginners, intermediate, and advanced classes. You know what I'm saying? Like beginners, intermediate, or advanced choreography. You know what I'm saying? So when you have your dancers on your team, you'll know how to place them, you'll know how to teach them, you'll know who can do what, and just how to instruct them in general. Or if you're not the one instructing, you'll know if the dance teacher that you hired on, or that you partnered with or whatever, knows what they're talking about, if they're talking to your dancers properly, they're coaching properly, if they know what they're talking about. You'll know if their teaching methods are unorthodox or not. Like, you'll know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So unless you was to partner with somebody else who also wants to start a dance team and knows about this, like they've already had a dance team before, or what have you, and then you just are overseeing everything, that's another story. But even then, I feel like, don't trust nobody until you educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least a little bit. That way you're not just going in something blind. Like, I wouldn't, today as we speak, I could have the idea, I want to open up a fish tank business. I could if I want to. Like, on everything I could. But what I'm not gonna do is go ahead and start opening it up, and then I don't know what's going on. I don't know if somebody's selling me some bull crap, to put in my shop. I don't know if somebody's selling me a sick fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what a pregnant fish even look like. Like, I don't know what's going on. And then I got clients. I could have clients who want to, buy from me, buy fish tanks from me, or whatever. Like, I need to know at least a little bit about what I'm talking about before I just hire somebody else on and be like, okay, yeah, like, okay, you know what you're talking about? Okay, yeah, that's that. Come on. Like, do your research on people, but also do your research for yourself to know. Because, I mean, let's say you do come across somebody who knows what they're talking about when it comes to teaching dance. So let's say you're not teaching, right? You're just overseeing the whole dance team because this is what you want to do. You bring somebody on who's a good teacher and everything, but they get pregnant, or they have family trouble, or their car breaks down. They just have no way of driving to the studio back and forth, or driving to rehearsals anymore. They can't commit to what they committed to you for. So now you got to find a new person. What's the odds of you finding another person that's bomb like the first person you had, and they know what they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, you mad lucky if you come across another good one that doesn't lie to you, or doesn't say they, basically, I mean, like, they come on and say they know how to do something, and they get there and they teaching the kids, and they like, not teaching properly, or what they saying is some bullcorn. You know what I'm saying? So do your research so you can spot bullshit when you see it. And if you're the one that's teaching, you don't want nobody to spot bullshit from what you saying and what you teaching. So do your research, take your classes, take risks, push yourself, log everything, take notes of things, learn from other people, because if you learning from other people, you'll get to know the goods and the bads, what works, what doesn't, what you like, what you don't like, what sounds like bullcrap, what doesn't, you know what I'm saying? You'll learn from people at any given moment. It's just about you indulging in whatever you're doing, and you'll learn something. And before you know it, you'll feel like you're ready when you're ready, and you can just go ahead and start. Now, let's say you start and the team don't go too hot. That's fine. There is nothing wrong with that, unless you didn't learn nothing from when the team plummeted. the first time when you started your team and it went wrong. If you don't know what went wrong, you better get to talking to somebody. You better get to taking some notes and trying to learn from other people who know what they're doing. There may be a coach out there. Hopefully there is, and if not, you can talk to me. But you need to talk to somebody and figure out, okay, well, I started this dance team this time, this first time, and it went good up until XYZ happened, and now I want to start the team again, but I don't want it to plummet. I don't want it to go bad. Do your research, talk to people, figure it out. And like I said, if you don't have nobody to talk to, or you've reached out to other coaches or something, I don't know, and they didn't want to help you or whatever, that's fine. People don't want to give out their sauce, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I am a dance coach. I have experience. I've taught for myself and I've taught for other teams, and so far so good. You know what I'm saying? So if you need anybody to talk to, you can talk to me. If you have questions, let me know. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I don't want this video, like I said, to be too long or nothing, but I could talk all day about this stuff, and I really do want to help other people, because at the end of the day, what we don't need is, dance is already overlooked, and it's not really thought of as important when it comes to like schools incorporating dance into the curriculums, and after school teams and extracurricular stuff. Like, dance is not really a popular thing like football is. It's not respected to me, as far as like it's not respected as much as like basketball is and football is. It's not pushed as much, you know what I'm saying, like cheerleading and everything. And no shade to any of those sports or anything, I'm just saying it's not pushed like that, and I wish it was, because it teaches so much discipline. It just teaches so much, y'all. Life lessons. It teaches you how to be compassionate. It teaches you patience from a dancer's perspective and from a coach's perspective. It teaches and benefits people so much, and that's any genre. It doesn't matter. Like, it all teaches everything. And they all teach all of this stuff that I'm talking about, but the problem is it's not pushed like that. And then I don't know if I said out of sight, out of mind, but out of sight, out of mind is a real thing. When people aren't thinking about dance, they're not going to think, I should try dance, or let me put my baby in dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't talk about it, people don't think about it. Simple as that. Simple as that. Like, when you driving around, sometimes you don't know what you want to eat, but if you drive past something, or you looking up something, or a commercial come on, then it sparks the idea, oh, I think I want some Chick-fil-A, or oh, I think I want some chicken. You know what I'm saying? Versus like you coming up with your own idea of, I want to eat this. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing happens with dance, and that is very unfortunate to me. But time will tell. It could blow up. It could be something that is on the rise, for all I know. But what I will do to contribute to that being the case is educate as far as I can, as much as I can, and help push that agenda. And what I hope comes from this education is not just helping other people, learn, but also preventing issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, preventing the idea of dance, whatever negative connotation dance has, but preventing it from getting any worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, like, if you ask my boyfriend or something, you could be like, or any guy or whatever, you could be like, oh, what do you think about ballet? Like, when I say ballerina, what do you think? And the dude will go, they nasty feet. You know what I'm saying? There's negative connotation with it. So basically, I just want to help contribute to it just blowing up, it having more respect. You know what I'm saying? So that's that on that. I gotta go ahead and start getting a move on for the day, but I just wanted to make this video real quick. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about what I said. If you have anything to add, please drop it below, because like I said, out of sight, out of mind, people may not be thinking what you're thinking. If you disagree with me or agree, let me know. But when you drop it in the comments, it gives everybody an opportunity at their own pace to learn. You know what I'm saying? Including myself. So let us know what you're thinking about this video in general. If you have any other questions, let me know, and I would love to help y'all. Okay. I'm sorry if my face seems so like stale. I feel like it does, but it's hard to tell because the sun is beaming everywhere and I can't really see myself, plus I'm recording on the phone. But I feel like I look stale, and I want to come off more kind, more genuine, more open, you know what I'm saying? But I have resting face, so I tried to come off more, you know what I'm saying, more bubbly and stuff. But I'm just trying to seem welcoming, you know what I'm saying, because I really do want y'all to feel like no question is a stupid question, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's that on that. Don't forget to stay pretty and productive, and I will see y'all in the next video.